from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing now is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 2nd and 1. Right back to Pitts again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were we going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Brady going to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. John Kaminsky. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Brady. And that is incomplete here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in it.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Falcons 7, Buccaneers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He completes it to Evans. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead 1st quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Brady now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw for.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Brady. Complete to Jones. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On third down, here's Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Back to throw again. Runs over it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
87 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to wind up with a 1st down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback gets dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you have to have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. You run. Mark 4. Hey, watch the slant.
Now Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Watch out. Check. Lucky. Let me go.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watch the whip.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Again, it's Fournette. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got room. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game. And
touchdown, Falcons! C.J. Uzomah. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Buccaneers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Brady to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long. and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Going up top for Miller. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he is going to have a box 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Atlanta, their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.